Tuệ Anh and Tường from 84, and today we're here to talk about fairness. And we want to tell you about Meghan Markle with a letter about feminism. I think all of you know that gender equality is a matter that has always been mentioned. And feminism is always something that women want to be recognized for. And nowadays, the stereotype of women is not as strict as before, but this is still present in our life. And with the issue of fair claim for women's rights, in 7.5 billion people, half of them are women. Many of them have voiced to defend feminism from small things. Among them is Meghan Markle, the Royal Highness of England, who was really famous for a letter about feminism.
And Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, was born in August 4, 1981. Meghan was descended from a commoner like everyone else. As she grew up, she captured the heads of Prince Harry and has become a princess. But Meghan is not only famous for her marriage with the prince, she also was a woman known for her active social and community activities. And the most notable is her support for feminism. And she is an active member of the United Nations Women's Union and always support women in political and leadership activity because it shows that women are as good as men. They are capable of undertaking and completing tasks that men think only they can do it. In addition, she's a global ambassador of the World Vision Canada community and joined with them in campaigns for gender equality, education, and health for children around the world. Meghan is always proud of being a feminist and can speak out to protect women's rights. And especially before becoming famous, she has been noticed with a letter about feminism when she was only an 11-year-old girl.
So when she was young, her parents taught her to be self-confident and protective of fairness. So one time her class were watching commercials on TV, and when they turned to a commercials about the brand of dishwasher, she wasn't happy because that statement said, "Women all over America are fighting greasy pots and pans." She felt really upset because that statement was not true. As soon as she returned home, she ran to her father and told him what she had seen on that morning. Her father advised her to write a letter to the people she thought they could listen to. And immediately, she thought of her first lady at the time, Hillary Clinton, and started her own line of thought. Later, she also wrote to American journalist Lida Elby and a famous lawyer, Gloria Orr. Finally, she wrote to a dishwashing company she had seen on TV and asked them to change the slogan.
And surprisingly, a few weeks later, Meghan received a letter of sympathy and admiration from all the person that she had written to. And in addition, her wish came true. And the company's slogan changed to "People all over America are firing greasy pots and pans." And Meghan is one who brings lives of women closer to gender equality. She has a great influence in feminism, and she showed that age doesn't matter when we talk about women's rights. Just believe and be sure that when men and women are treated equally, there's nothing to stop them from doing what they love. But it doesn't mean that women just sit and wait for fairness to come to themselves. They also need to stand for themselves in the society.
I think that among the women in this auditorium, there may have been somebody who has heard of prejudices about women and made you uncomfortable. So the solution is be confident with your thinking. Confidently protest when someone says that women are not equal to men. If you want to be recognized, do something to protect not only yourself, do it for all the women too. If you have passion, do not just show confidence. Try to show what you can do so no one can prejudice you anymore. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Tuệ Anh and Tường Vi. Such a touching story you've shared. Now welcoming Mr. Ngo Quang Vic, a very special guest, come to the stage to give a speech with us. He's the Social Sector Officer of Asian Development Bank, and his topic of today is about what is your opinion about fairness. Let's welcome Mr. Ngo Quang Vic to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very happy to hear a lot of presentations today by our young boys and girls. They are very passionate about gender equality, about fairness. So I do not want to say something similar, but I would like to ask you, what do you think about fairness? What is fairness in your opinion? Wow. I think we may have different understanding about fairness. Basically, I would like to say about 3 different ideas of fairness. First, it could be sameness. Second, it could be deservedness. Or it could be need. So what are the differences? Well, talking about sameness, it is about something you say before gender equality, for example. Equality is an important American value. And I'm sure our American teachers here always talk about that to our students. If you do the same job, you produce the same outcomes, you must have the same pay. That's the rule. Simple. Is it fair? Yes. But if you look at this picture, well, the 3 people here, they're given equal opportunities. But what's wrong? This guy cannot enjoy the match as that guy. Is it fair? I don't know. What about this? Well, he's given kind of preferences. But at the end, the 3 people can enjoy the match the same as others. Is it fair? Oh, that's your opinion. Deservedness, the second thing. You get what you deserve. Right? No free rider. No free rider, which means you don't work, you don't get paid. But I want to give you an example. I'm sure the teachers here usually give you a project work. You work as a team. And what if the teacher said, each member will get a grade depending on what you contribute to the project. So I would like you, when you submit your work, please write down who did what in this paper. And then you will get different grades for what you did differently or you contribute differently to the project. What do you think? Do you prefer the whole team will get the same grade, or you prefer each member of the team will get different grades, depending on what you did for the project? Which way do you prefer? Yeah, it could be a difficult question. But now we come to the next, the need. Wow, something can be related to number 2. Those who have more to give should give a greater percentage of what they can have, to have others who are unable to contribute much. If this is teamwork, and if someone is very good, who can cover the work for others, and the whole team can have a better grade. Is it a good idea? Is it one of the purposes that the teachers ask you to work in a team? Yes or no? Well, I don't know. Your teachers may tell you. I can give you another example. Singapore is a very interesting country because it is one of a very rare country in which the government returns the tax money that they do not spend all back to the citizens. Well, it's one of the very rare countries in the world which most of those governments, they are running deficit. But how they give back the money? What do you think? The rich will contribute more, or the poor will contribute more to the tax. Of course, the rich will pay more income tax, and when they have money, they consume more, which means they contribute more to value-added tax from their daily consumption. But when the Singapore government, they give back the money, they give more money to the ones with low income or the ones with more dependence. Is it fair? You contribute more to the tax to the government. When you get back, you get less. Is this something fair? Or is this something you like to do? A lot of different questions or different ideas in this way. So, now, my question, what is your opinion about fairness? Of course, I agree that we must fight for fairness. We try to be fair in all the things we do. But the meaning of what do you think fairness is also very important. It does matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ngo Quang Vic, for sharing with us. Now is the time for a 10-minute